excitement and enthusiasm and hope, and the other side was a little anxiety and fear of loss, wondering if I could actually do it. I also remember feeling like, you know, I wonder if they know stuff I'll never know. Like if there's like a little ingredient, secret ingredients, you know, in the sauce that I'll never get. You know, just, you know, maybe I got to be in an inner circle somehow, and maybe I got to, you know, connect up or talk to somebody special to really know the truth. And I remember those feelings. I remember what it felt like to just be in that position, just to wonder. But I have to admit, I mean, where I came from and knowing that there wasn't much opportunity in my life, I was just excited that there was something like this industry where someone that had no money, that really wasn't positioned, you know, for an opportunity where I could actually be successful, to be able to take advantage of something like this. I remember that feeling, and that hope was so powerful. It was amazing. But I'm going to tell you something. I don't care where you're sitting in this room, but what some of you may not realize is every single one of you in this room can be the next senior vice president in ACN. Every single one of you.
Yes.
That's a fact. The only difference between people who do it and the people who don't do it is just those that take action. Because there is no perfect path for anyone. I mean, if there was a perfect roadmap for you to become an SVP, and we could actually put that down on a piece of paper, you know, we would do that for everybody, but everyone's going to take a different path. We don't know what your insecurities are. We don't know what's holding you back. You've got to deal with you first. Because the ACN compensation plan, that's simple. I mean, it's your blueprint. It tells you exactly how many points you need. It tells you how many leaders you need. There's nothing complicated about going to SVP from the blueprint of the ACN compensation plan. That's the easy part. The hard part is just dealing with you. You know, just saying, you know, what's holding you back? And everyone's got to deal with that themselves. And it's a scary thing because, you know, a lot of times we like to believe that we're, you know, more committed than we really are, right? We like to believe that that we're more confident than we are. You know, we like to believe that we're willing to work harder than we are really willing to work. Everyone has got to meet themselves at some point, and you've got to decide what you're made of. But, you know, the reality of all business, you know, all business, about 3%, maybe 5% make it in all business, not just, you know, in our type of industry, but all business. And it's because people always find a way to sabotage their own success. You've got to be one of those people that just say, you know what, if I'm going to be cut from a different cloth, if I'm going to do it differently, I just have to step outside the crowd. The problem is when you step outside the crowd, everyone is going to try to bring you down. That's the truth, everyone. And sometimes your closest friends and your closest family members will be the people that will try to hold you back the most. And it's not because they want you to fail. It's just that there's an old saying, misery loves company. People don't, if they know they're not going to make a commitment, it's just easier to drag you down. It's just easier to say it can't be done. Because people would rather, you know, have you stay with them. They don't want to see you go ahead and succeed if they're not going to succeed. But look, if they're your friends and they're your family, I'm not telling you to stop being a friend or a family with the people that you're close to. It's just you have to decide that if you're going to win, it's going to be up to you to win, and you've got to make those commitments. But as you know, as I was walking in and listening to Ahmed, I was just, you know, hearing him. We've got huge plans for this company. Huge plans. And I know we're 25 years old, and that's so weird when I say that. Even when I talk to Greg, when we say we're 25 years old in this business, when we think about starting ACN, it feels like yesterday. I promise you that. It feels like yesterday. But we've got a lot to do. The next 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 years, they're going to blow away everything that we've done in the first, you know, quarter century. The idea is you can be a part of the next big story with ACN. But it has to be a decision you make. It has to be action that you take. Because I'm telling you, if you look at the law of odds, most people won't step up. They just think about it, but they never take action. It's all about just taking action. But that is a decision that you have to make. You are not born to be sitting in this crowd. Okay? You're born to be sitting on this stage. That's where you're supposed to be.
Yes.
Right here. You have to make that decision. Because nobody's going to make that decision for you. And I'll say one more thing. I'm going to just kind of wind down my talk. I think when people get involved in this business, And it could be any one of you, right? It could be me, it could be Greg. Any one of us getting involved in this business at any point, you can find a reason not to do this. I promise you. I mean, there's a million reasons not to do this business, right? There's a million reasons not to. All you gotta do is pick one. Just pick one, and that's the one you want to choose. There's your reason why not to do the business. I'm telling you that if you see an opportunity here, you've got to pick one reason why to do it and never let it go. And whatever that reason is, don't ever surrender it. Because let me tell you, we've been through some tough times. ACN's been through some tough times. Everyone's been through some tough times. But so what? What is gonna be the one thing that's gonna cause you to quit? You'll quit if you don't have a reason why to do this. You've got to have a reason why. And it's got to be stronger than the reason why you'd ever stop. Does that make sense to you guys?
Yes.
And I'll say this too. You know, the UK right now is in a great position. We've got a lot of young leaders. We've got a lot of people that are ready to go. But we are getting ready to roll out some incredible things within the United Kingdom. So the opportunity is only going to get stronger. We've got the best compensation plan, in my opinion, in the United Kingdom right now than anywhere else in the globe. That's my opinion. You can compare the comp plan to the US, you can compare the comp plan to Australia, you can compare your comp plan to the rest of Europe. I think right now